If you are looking for plants that are going to help you attract good, positive energy, harmonize with your surroundings, and even bring you wealth and prosperity, then look no further, my people. I got you. Throughout my many years working with plants, I've come across so many plants that are seen as sacred and holy by specific people or specific countries or religions. Plants that have been revered for thousands of years for their beauty or even for the beauty and calming effect of their fragrance for some of them. And like I said, even plants that have been said to bring riches and money to anyone who grows them. So, we're going to take a look into all of that in just a minute. And make sure you watch until the end because I've got some incredibly special plants on this list. And I'm going to show you one at the end here that may just help you to attain enlightenment. And I'm not even joking. If you are trying to reach nirvana, this plant could really help. So let's get into it and check out 10 sacred and spiritual plants that are going to bring positive energy into your home, give you that good feng shui, and just overall create a calm and peaceful environment. Let's go. All right, we are starting off with one of my favorite plants and one of my favorite smelling plants of all time, jasmine. Jasmine has been a plant that's been grown for thousands of years, and it's not just been appreciated, but worshipped since ancient times due to its powerful and enchanting aroma. The plant originally comes from ancient Persia, where it was referred to as a gift from God. And jasmine flowers have been found in Egyptian tombs from as old as 3,000 years ago. So, across all of the Middle East and Asia, jasmine has been used for medicinal and religious purposes for thousands of years. And when it made its way to Europe in the 1500s, it quickly became the foundation and the base ingredient in pretty much all perfumes. In the perfume industry, it is considered the queen of all flowers. And if you have ever smelled the scent of a jasmine flower, then you know why. Jasmine is also the national flower of Pakistan, Indonesia, and the Philippines. So it's not just a flower that was revered in ancient times, but it's still widely respected and held in high regard throughout the world today. Jasmine can be grown outside in shade, which makes it also work great inside to be grown as a houseplant. If you keep it right in the window, then it will bloom inside and it will fill your home with a truly heavenly fragrance. While jasmine will bring a beautiful sense of calm and serenity to any space that it's grown in, next up, I'm going to show you another great houseplant that is said to bring wealth to anyone who has it in their home. So you're definitely going to want to check that out. And if you haven't, please subscribe. Please like the video, subscribe, click that bell, and stay tuned for awesome videos from me and from the new podcast I'm starting with my friend Lucas, Growers, where we'll interview different plant growers, tropical plant growers, farmers, and people like that. So stay tuned for that. Thank you guys. Love you guys. Now we are talking about Chinese money plants, which, no surprise here, are native to China, southern China. The money plant has circular coin shaped leaves, and due to this, it's come to represent money and abundance. And in China, the name actually means jade coin. This also makes it a great gift to give to anyone if you would like to wish them good luck and good fortune. As they grow bigger over time, they grow more and more leaves and they begin to kind of grow on top of each other and they look like stacks of coins. So they're not just symbolizing wealth, but an abundance and an accumulation of wealth. So whether you are looking to get rich quick or you're just hoping for a little help and looking to bring a little luck onto your side when it comes to finances, you're going to want to pick up one of these Chinese money plants. While the Chinese money plant is obviously a very special house plant, it does stay pretty small. So next, let's check out a much larger plant that's really going to help with the feng shui of your home or your office. Let's take a look. The bird of paradise is just an incredible houseplant for many, many reasons. It can grow large, it's easy to take care of, and they really are strikingly beautiful plants that make quite an impression in any room that they're in. You can see mine here. Mine, I just kind of tucked it in the corner because I normally keep it actually outside on the patio. But you can see even this one, it's much larger than all the rest of the plants, and it really stands out. So if you are looking to bring a good feng shui into your home, and you're looking to add some houseplants to brighten up the room and boost the energy of your home or your office, then look no further than the bird of paradise. The bird of paradise has these really large oval shaped leaves that curl up. They kind of curl up like this and then hang down in a very dramatic, grandiose kind of fashion. And this very elegant kind of look is said to bring a good flow of energy to the room they're in and encourage creativity, growth, and positive change. So there's no one who couldn't use a little bit of creativity, growth, and positive change in their life. Their beauty is just unmatched, and they've even been said to represent the embodiment of paradise itself. So it doesn't get much better than that. You know, what plants are gonna bring you to paradise within your own home? Not many others that I can think of. All right. So if you put one of these bird of paradise into a bright, sunny, south facing window, then it won't be long before you feel like you are on a tropical beach somewhere surrounded by tropical plants, feeling the warm breeze on your skin. And, you know, it's just an incredible plant and one that's going to bring you good fortune for years to come and bring beauty to your home. So now that we've seen plants that represent beauty, wealth, and creativity, next up I've got a plant that symbolizes truly the most important thing of all, love. Next up, we have got the string of hearts plant, which is probably my favorite of all these hanging type of succulents. A lot of these string of type of succulents, like the string of pearls, the string of teardrops, the string of dolphins, and several more of them, are actually very hard to take care of, in my opinion. But out of all of these types of plants, the string of hearts is both the easiest to take care of and the most beautiful. So, not only that, but if you're someone who's interested in creating a good feng shui in your home, then the string of hearts has a strong positive energy that brings peace and harmony to whatever space it is in. It has a strong, harmonious energy that is said to bring emotional balance and transformation. Two things which I think are associated with love and with true unconditional love, which this plant also represents. The pink and green heart shaped leaves represent love, and so they make it a great gift to give to someone as a wedding gift or a housewarming gift or even as a Valentine's Day gift. So, if you're looking for an easy and beautiful low water houseplant that's going to bring hopefully some love into your life, check out the string of hearts. Next up, I've got an incredible plant with absolutely breathtakingly fragrant flowers that, if you take good care of, can potentially grow some delicious fruits as well. So let's check that out. So I've got another here of my favorite types of plants of all time, citrus trees. I personally have a Caracara orange tree and a yuzu tree, but there are dozens of great types of citrus, from all the great types of oranges to key limes to lemons to grapefruit. No matter who you are, there's going to be some sort of citrus that you enjoy and that would bring you joy to grow. According to the principles of feng shui, citrus plants represent new beginnings and are said to bring good health and personal growth. And that makes perfect sense if you've grown citrus before. In the spring, they get covered in flowers, and as they open, they fill your home with an absolutely beautiful smell. The fragrance of citrus trees is really one of the best smells on earth. And if they didn't also grow, delicious fruit, they would still be worth it to grow just for the scent. But they do. But hold on, they do grow delicious fruit. So the flowers will bloom in the. Well, actually, you can see on mine here. This is my Areca orange tree right here, and I brought it inside because it was so cold out, and it started to bloom. Oh man, and it just doesn't get any better than that. I think it's citrus and jasmine for me, the two best smelling scents of any plant. Um, but the point that I'm making is there's this cycle throughout the year with the citrus tree. You see them bloom in the late winter, early spring, and they begin to set fruit, and you watch them grow all year long until they ripen in the wintertime. And then every year they begin anew with new blooms, new fruits, and you get to watch them grow throughout the year, and they bring you health once you eat the fruits. So it's just a tremendous plant. It really doesn't get better than this. You know, a beautiful smelling flower and a delicious edible fruit. You know, that's as good as it gets when it comes to plants. So if you have a super sunny window, it is possible to get a small amount of fruits inside, but it's really best to just put them outside for the summer so they can get a bit more sun on them. And just make sure you bring them back inside in the fall when it starts to get cold at night. So while citrus trees are no doubt amazing plants, they are a bit of work to maintain throughout the year. So if you're looking for a spiritually significant houseplant that's going to be a lot less work, then we'll check one out right now. All right, now we are talking about the peace lily, which is one of the easiest houseplants of all. How easy it is to care for while still being incredibly beautiful and elegant make it a very special plant, in my opinion. The dark green leaves, they grow quickly, they grow close together, and then white, kind of, creamy white flowers are constantly shooting up above the top of the leaves all year round. This look, along with their forgiving nature, it really evokes a feeling of gentleness and tranquility. Peace lilies are said to purify not just the air, but also the energy of any space. They purify the space of any negative energy and replace it with a new positive energy. And this makes the peace lily a great gift to give to anyone you know who's going through a hard time or a particularly stressful time. Or if you're going through such a time yourself, get yourself one. And peace lilies can handle very low light as well. So grab one and put it literally anywhere inside your home or your office and bring yourself a little bit of tranquility. Next up, I have got a great, beautifully fragrant houseplant that has been popular for a long time as an outdoor plant, but isn't usually thought of as a houseplant. So hopefully we'll change that. Now let's talk about geraniums or crane bills. They're called in some countries due to the shape of their seed pods. But here in the United States, we call them geraniums. And a lot of people will grow them outside as annuals, but I don't see people growing them inside too often. And I think they make a really great houseplant. In general, overall, I think geraniums are just kind of an underappreciated plant. A lot of geraniums have really interesting shaped leaves and also very beautiful flowers. But what I really love about geraniums is all the different scents. Pretty much any scent you can think of, there is a geranium with that scent. There are rose scented geraniums, orange scented, lemon, citronella, apple, and even coconut, and a bunch of other great ones. And what's awesome about geraniums is that it's the leaves that are scented, not the flowers. So, whereas most scented plants only have scented flowers, meaning that you're going to only smell that scent when they're flowering, which for some plants may be only once a year, geraniums will always have their scent. So, if you put them right in a window that you open often and the plant's always kind of getting some wind on it, or getting kind of always blowing in the breeze a little bit, it'll constantly blow that fragrance into your house. Or if it's just somewhere where you kind of might touch it, rub up against it when you're walking around your house, then it's just going to constantly be putting out that fragrance. And, there's some really unique and really awesome fragrant geraniums. So they're really just great plants that I think are underutilized as a house plant. And not only that, but what I've heard is that they help to ward off negative energy and negative spirits and protect the energy of the space that they're in. So, if you're trying to get the devil off your neck and be positive, like I am on the daily, then you definitely got to get some geraniums. And if you want, just a nice scented plant, then also get one. If you're not worried about negative forces attacking you constantly, then they also just have a nice scent. But that is the geranium, and let's take a look at another beautiful spiritual houseplant. Now I've got another great plant to bring good energy and good feng shui into your home, and that is the Areca palm. The Areca palm has always been one of my favorite of the indoor palm trees because it's both really full and looks really nice, but it's also quite easy to take care of. Some of these popular indoor palm trees are kind of tough to take care of. I've found, but I think that the Areca palm is fairly easy as compared to the Kentia or some of these other popular ones, and it's also a much more reasonable price. The Areca palm, so I'm a big fan of it. And so the Areca palm is said to attract positive energy, and it is especially good to keep one in the front entrance of your home in order to invite positive energy into your home. So it definitely creates a calming and inviting atmosphere. And I think these are really just great plants that are easy to take care of, have a really nice aesthetic, and I just can't recommend them enough. So next up, let's take a look at another long respected, beautiful flowering houseplant that's been grown since ancient times. Orchids. All right, let's talk about orchids, guys. One of my most favorite families of plants. Orchids are a type of plant that grow all throughout the world, and all throughout the world there are so many different kind of orchids with so many beautiful and extremely unique flowers. And these incredible flowers have made them a culturally and spiritually significant plant in many distinct cultures throughout the whole world. And all these different cultures place different significance on orchids, but overall, throughout all these different places, they are often seen as a representation of love, beauty, and inner strength. And there's no doubt that orchids are incredibly beautiful, and so it makes them a perfect gift for a loved one. They can also be grown for many years and can sometimes require a little extra care. So when they bloom again year after year, you can also see why they would be seen as a sign of inner strength. There are thousands of different types of orchids, and there are so many cool types that you've probably never even heard of. The ones that are sold at the grocery store, which are called Phalaenopsis, are just one of an untold number of incredible orchids. So, if you want to brighten the energy of your home or give a gift to someone you love, get some weird, unusual kind of orchid, and it will bring happiness for years to come. All right. If you have made it to the end of the list, then I have got a great one for you guys. We're going to end this off strong. And if you are looking to reach enlightenment, you're going to want to check this one out, guys. All right, we are on the final plant of the list, and I've got one of my all-time favorite houseplants ever, the Audrey ficus. The Audrey ficus is also known as the banyan tree. And if you've ever seen one of these huge banyan trees in Hawaii or in Florida or in California, then you know just how impressive these trees are. And as houseplants, they are just as magnificent. As they grow big and branch out and send down aerial roots, they really make you feel like you are living in a jungle, and they really uplift the energy of your home. And in India, the Audrey ficus or the banyan tree is actually the national tree. The plant is considered sacred and is worshipped, and it has a really incredible historical significance. So it is said, or so the legend goes, that the Buddha was actually meditating under an Audrey ficus at the moment that he attained enlightenment and reached nirvana. So, how can anyone deny the spiritual power of the Audrey ficus when you hear stories like that? It is just a beautiful plant, and I don't know what it is, but I just find them to have an incredibly calming presence. I keep one in my room by my bed, so I'm hoping that by sleeping next to the Audrey ficus every night, I'm going to help speed up my, process of spiritual learning and knowledge. And I'm hoping it's going to be kind of a cheat code to, reaching nirvana. So we'll see how that goes, guys. I'll let you know in about 20 years how I'm doing. But we'll see how that goes. And if I start to, remember my past lives, or I find myself working as a ferryman in the forest, uh, you know, you guys will be the first to know. I'll stay. I'll keep you guys updated. I'll stay in touch when I'm out there with the lions and the snakes in the forest.
What?
All right. I don't know what I'm even discussing. I don't even know what I'm even talking about anymore, guys. So that is it. We have reached the end. I love you guys so much for watching, and I hope this video is going to help you to find some awesome, sacred, and spiritual, and just beautiful plants that you can bring in your home and bring you some positive energy. So that is it. Thank you guys. Love you guys.